We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
Hi, Space Cadet.
Besides sporting one of the worst titles in movie history, Monster A Go-Go is distinguished by the involvement of Dark Corner's favourite, Herschel Gordon Lewis.
He's got a job to do. I wouldn't want it.
Let me try to sum up how I felt whilst watching this movie.
Well, for the last 8 weeks, nothing has happened.
And when something does happen, it makes no sense.
We have a radioactive something or other.
That's pretty much the entire plot.
Chalk me up as incompetent.
Now, I should say, this film had a difficult history. The credited director is Bill Rebane, who ran out of money halfway through shooting.
Try not to even think about it right now.
Lewis brought up the film 4 years later and completed it.
I was trying to help.
But the gap does have an effect. Some characters vanish,
And without question, Douglas was gone without a trace.
while the actor playing Dr. Logan had changed so much in the intervening years that he was forced to play his own brother.
Good God. What happened to him?
Good question. Before and after.
They're almost identical.
You're kidding yourself, mate. On top of this, the monster of the title barely appears.
A monster? I don't know.
And I really struggle to see the story.
Or indeed see anything. Large chunks of this movie seem to have been shot at night with no lighting whatsoever.
As if an eye had been blinked.
More as if an eye had been closed. And if you're hoping the sound is better...
How does it look, Jim?
Well, I hope that wasn't important information because I couldn't understand a word. Sounds like he's talking to Flipper.
Would you like to dance?
To what? There's no music!
Now what is it all about?
Genuinely, the impression this film gives is that someone watched The Creeping Terror and thought, well, I can't match the quality of this masterpiece, but I could do something similar, only worse.
Absolutely unbelievable, General.
Which I would not have thought possible.
What changes the delicate interlocking of fates that determines life or death?
What you're left with is anonymous characters stumbling from scene to scene, interspersed with enough young people to more or less justify the title, while scientists mutter nonsense about radiation.
And why should he be radioactive?
And the US Army, which appears to have had its force strength reduced to 2 people, completely fails to find the monster.
How the hell are we going to find him now? You realize there's over 5 million people in the city?
Yeah, but how many of them are 10-foot tall radioactive monsters?
I've lost him. I can't get him anywhere.
Just look for the people running away screaming and work back from there. And yet, all of this is preamble, because this movie features the single cheapest thing I have seen in over 100 Dark Corners reviews. Let's just hear that telephone again. Yes, that is a man off camera making a phone noise.
All right, I made a mistake.
I have nothing more to say.
What was that?
If you've got a film you'd like us to review, leave a comment below. Click here to subscribe, here to see more reviews, or if you'd like to take your chance in the Dark Corners mystery box of death, click down there.